The battle for desktop computing supremacy has taken a dramatic turn, with AMD's latest Ryzen 7 9800X3D processor emerging as a potential game-changer. Leveraging the company's cutting-edge 3D V-Cache technology, this new flagship gaming chip is poised to dethrone Intel's Core Ultra lineup as the undisputed king of high-end performance. So let's get into the video to know more about the Ryzen 9800X3D. AMD is back with a vengeance. After the disappointing debut of its Ryzen 9000 Zen 5 series earlier this year, the Red Team has bounced back spectacularly with the introduction of the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, leveraging the company's cutting-edge 3D V-Cache technology. This new flagship gaming processor is poised to dethrone Intel as the king of the hill when it comes to high-end desktop performance. The Ryzen 7 9800X3D packs 8 Zen 5 cores and 16 threads, along with a staggering 104 MB of total cache, 96 MB of which is the hallmark 3D V-Cache. This cache-boosted behemoth is AMD's answer to Intel's recently launched Core Ultra series, and early indications suggest it may have landed a knockout blow. According to AMD's benchmarks, the 9800X3D is up to 59% faster than Intel's top-end Core Ultra 9 285K in certain game titles, and on average it enjoys a 20% performance advantage across a suite of 40-plus games. That's a simply staggering level of dominance, one that threatens to relegate Intel's latest and greatest to also-ran status in the enthusiast gaming space. The secret sauce behind the Ryzen 7 9800X3D's gaming prowess is, of course, AMD's 3D V-Cache technology. First introduced with the Ryzen 7 5800X3D in 2022, this innovative approach stacks an additional 64 MB of L3 cache directly on top of the processor's core complex die. This massive cache pool provides a significant performance boost in games and other latency-sensitive workloads by reducing the need to access slower system memory. In the case of the 5800X3D, the extra cache delivered up to a 15% gaming performance uplift compared to the standard Ryzen 7 5800X. For the new 9800X3D, AMD has made some key refinements to the 3D V-Cache design. Rather than stacking the cache chiplet on top of the CCD, the company flipped the orientation and placed it underneath instead. This not only improves thermal performance by allowing the CCD to sit closer to the CPU's integrated heat spreader, but it also opens up new possibilities in terms of clock speeds and power delivery. The Ryzen 7 9800X3D can hit a peak boost clock of 5.2 GHz, which is 200 MHz higher than the previous Gen 7800X3D. Additionally, AMD says the new bottom-mounted cache design allows for better boost residency, meaning the chip can sustain those high clock speeds for longer periods. Combine that with the Zen 5 architecture's inherent efficiency improvements, and you've got a recipe for some serious gaming muscle. According to AMD's numbers, the 9800X3D is up to 8% faster on average compared to the 7800X3D, and in certain games, the gains stretch as high as 26%. While AMD has been laser-focused on delivering a world-class gaming experience with the Ryzen 9800X3D, Intel has stumbled out of the gate with its latest high-end desktop offerings. The recently launched Core Ultra series, which was supposed to be Intel's answer to AMD's 3D V-Cache onslaught, has failed to live up to the hype. The flagship Core Ultra 9 285K trails the 9800X3D by a whopping 35% on average across the game benchmark suite. And in specific titles like Cyberpunk 2077, the AMD chip enjoys an almost comical 59% performance advantage. Even Intel's previous Gen Raptor Lake flagship, the Core i9 14900K, can't keep up, falling behind the 9800X3D by around 30% on average. It's a stunning reversal of fortune for Intel, which has long held the crown when it comes to gaming performance. Even after multiple generations of development, the company's inability to counter AMD's 3D V-Cache tech is a major blow to its reputation and market position. One big improvement in the Ryzen 9800X3D is its unlocked multiplier. Earlier 3D V-Cache processors, like the 7800X3D, couldn't be overclocked manually, which means users couldn't boost performance themselves. But with the 9800X3D, AMD has unlocked it, so tech enthusiasts can adjust the CPU cores, fabric, and memory to get extra power. Still, AMD recommends using its Precision Boost Overdrive feature, which automatically boosts performance better than most manual tweaks. The 9800X3D is also more power efficient. By placing the 3D V-Cache chip on the bottom side, AMD improved how well the chip handles heat and holds high speeds. It uses the same 120W power as the previous model but can stay at high speeds for longer. This efficiency is important for the future of gaming. Intel's new Core Ultra processors, based on Arrow Lake, haven't managed to beat AMD in gaming performance. Now that AMD's Ryzen 9800X3D is available, Intel's challenges are getting even harder. But Intel isn't giving up. There are already rumors that the company is working on new Meteor Lake and Arrow Lake S platforms, which might use 3D stacked cache to compete with AMD's 3D V-Cache technology. The details on Intel's 3D cache plans are unclear, but they're reportedly testing different methods. They might stack the cache directly on the CPU, like AMD, or use a separate cache chip connected through advanced techs like EMIB or Foveros. The Ryzen 9800X3D has set a high bar, and Intel needs to go all out to stay in the race. One possible advantage for Intel could be a new memory system called CUDIMM, which might have lower delays and faster speeds than DDR5 memory. This could help Intel's processors handle memory-heavy tasks better. As we look ahead to the next generation of PC gaming hardware, the Ryzen 9800X3D emerges as a clear standout, a processor that will undoubtedly become a favorite among hardcore enthusiasts and esports professionals alike. Intel may have its work cut out for it, but if the company can pull off a major cache-based breakthrough with Meteor Lake or Arrow Lake S, the gaming performance landscape could once again be shaken up. Until then, however, it seems the Ryzen 9800X3D is the new king of the hill. Intel's reign at the top of the gaming performance heap appears to be over. That was all about the Ryzen 9800X3D. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comment below.